What's up, guys? Enkiri here. And today I want to talk about a topic that, for lack of a better term, needs to be brought out into the world. And more or less, that is kind of the way society judges adults who choose to exercise in ways that are considered by small-minded people to be unconventional or unacceptable. I received a comment on one of my videos recently that reminded me of this phenomenon, and it kind of stoked this fire in me. And I'll just flash it up here for you guys to see real quick. But so basically, you guys have all seen me doing sprints in my driveway at this point. Sometimes I use a sled, and sometimes I just do a bunch of all-out short sprints. I have enough space to do some solid 20-yard runs, and that's about it. Nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. Now, it's my driveway, so it's obviously quite convenient for me to be able to just step right outside and go get in some sprints. But then you have asshats like this guy here who come along to judge you for it. And he's judging me essentially because I'm an adult and I'm sprinting and I'm not doing it on a track. So the modality of exercise that I'm choosing to perform here doesn't line up with his small-minded view of the world that he believes all adults should conform to. And so he chooses to make fun of me for it. And personally, this doesn't bother me in the slightest. My entire fucking life, I'll suggest something slightly unconventional or whatever, and the people who are with me will say something along the lines of, "But other people might stare." Well, I don't give a shit, and why should you? My response has always been, you're literally never gonna see any of these fucking people again in your life, so who gives a shit? But I understand that in spite of that logical response, some people do give a shit, because it's just the way that they're wired, or whatever. But I think the roots of this issue are deeper and really speak to a flaw in the way that society views adults. And I'll get to why that's a problem in just a minute. But for now, getting back to the point, the big problem with people making idiotic, offhand comments like this is that for the people who are actually sensitive to the thoughts of those around them, like many of the people I've known throughout my entire life, it will stop them from bettering themselves. How many overweight people might see me outside running or dragging a sled or carrying a barbell and think, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to be able to do that too. And that's all the motivation that they needed to get started, to better themselves and improve their quality of life. But then they happen to see or hear a comment like this from some asshole who's judging people because he can only view the world through one single lens, and they think, well, this guy's in shape and people are making fun of him for running. Imagine what they might say about me, someone who's currently overweight. Do you see what I'm saying? You might think you're just jabbing at me or poking fun at the asshole who looks like he can handle it. But your words can ripple, and those ripples have an effect on other people too. People who possibly can't handle it. And the sad fact is, the guy who made this fucking comment is probably one of those very people, which is why he even had the thought in the first place. And he'll never better himself because all he'll ever be able to think is, well, if I saw me doing that, I'd laugh at me. So everyone else will probably laugh too. Hell, when I was in college, people used to make fun of me because I literally ran everywhere I went. And frankly, I'm not ashamed to say that at the age of 31, I still do that. Out in public, through stores, whatever. I don't give a shit. Running isn't a crime, and I wear it like a badge of honor because I do it better than most people. But the thing is, you wouldn't judge a child for running through a store. You wouldn't judge a child for playing out in their yard or running in their driveway or using the monkey bars at the park. So why do you judge adults who do those things? Adults need activity just like children need activity to stay strong and mobile and healthy and in good shape and maintain a high quality of life. You never outgrow the need to use your body in a variety of different ways. And the convenience factor of being able to do it wherever and whenever makes you much more likely to do it consistently. Yet adults are only allowed to exercise by jogging down the street or on a treadmill or running on a track or lifting weights at the gym. And that seems to be working really well because 99% of the ones I see are overweight and out of shape. But perhaps if we, as a society, broadened our view of what was considered an acceptable means of adults performing exercise, if we gave people more options besides the drudgery of an hour spent on the treadmill or burning a huge fucking hole in their pocket by joining an overpriced CrossFit gym, then perhaps more people would find it to be not just a necessary evil that they're going to skip out on anyway, but rather a fun activity that they look forward to doing every day. Something that improves not just the day itself, but also the weeks, months, and years that follow it. And as a consequence of that, the collective of society and the individuals that comprise it and give it a purpose for even existing would become healthier and happier overall. And it all starts with the individual. And if you can change the mindset of enough individuals, then you've started a movement, and then you're on to something. But if someone wants to skip down the fucking street like they're Dorothy traveling down the yellow brick road, or tap dance in their driveway, or climb the damn jungle gym at the park, then I ask you, for all of our sakes, to please stop judging them for it just because of their age. And if you absolutely have to, then just keep the fucking judgment to yourself. Because it's unnecessary, it's immature, and it's myopic as hell. And nothing funny or good comes out of it. People need to move to stay alive. And if anyone has ever made the decision that they want to better themselves, then they should be allowed to do it however the hell they feel like it at that moment in time, without fear of repercussion from the small-minded judging mob. And that's all I got for now, guys. Please be sure to like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and definitely leave me some love in the comments down below. Also, if you're interested in online coaching, be sure to shoot me an email at enkiri.elite@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to pass some more information your way. Keep training hard, and I will catch you guys next time.